Hey folks, on today's show, we're gonna do a little ice fishing for some big eyes.
Coming up. On this week's episode, Bob and his brother Wayne check out the SnoBear migration to Lake Winnipeg. This event attracts SnoBear owners from across Canada and the United States who converge for the camaraderie and legendary Winnipeg walleye fishing through the ice. Also joining the boys for this real fishing adventure, our friend Steve Chandler and his son Cole.
Wow. Thump, thump, thump.
There we go, boys.
Wow-wee. That thing is a monster.
They fight hard, don't they?
Look at that magnificent fish.
Look at the size of that fish.
There he is again.
The color is incredible. Yeah, that's a nice one.
The Real Fishing Show with Bob Izumi.
All right. That is a big rainbow trout, Chris. Nice double header. Whoa.
Nice jump.
Yeah. All right. Man, that is so cool. Another one, there we go. The biggest pike I've ever caught.
Look at that chunk.
Real Fishing is sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water, and Tim Hortons.
On the Real Fishing Show, we make catching fish like this a possibility. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm the luckiest guy in the world doing the Real Fishing Show. I get to experience some pretty interesting things in my line of work. For years now, my brother Wayne and I have run the SnoBear ice fishing machines. They are the ultimate mobile unit that allows you to travel to your ice fishing location, drill some holes, and keep moving if you need to find the fish. When we heard about the SnoBear migration up to Lake Winnipeg, we had to check it out. SnoBear owners from all over Canada and the United States converged in Gimli, Manitoba for this unique get-together for some camaraderie and to fish the greenback walleyes that Lake Winnipeg is so well known for. You gotta love winter fishing, and here we are on Lake Winnipeg in March, and my brother Wayne and I are in the SnoBear. And Wayne, we just got set up, hooked up.
Just dropped down. I looked at the Lorentz and bang, I saw this thing coming in. It was about 4 feet suspended. Yeah, take that transducer.
Oh, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. I see his head coming out.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I get this, Bob. There. Oh, nice fish
Oh,
of the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Greenback. You know,
Look at that fluorescent green, eh?
Yeah, that iridescent green is what makes these walleyes on Lake Winnipeg a very popular target. That is a nice one.
Woo-hoo.
Nice. So you just lowered down there and
Just
bang. You saw it on the Lorentz.
It was about 4 feet off the bottom, and I just lowered down and bang.
Well,
I saw him go down on the graph and pick it up,
You know, it's amazing how popular it is. There are people here from the Dakotas, Minnesota. You've got people
Wisconsin.
so you got people from all over the
BC.
U.S., Saskatchewan, Manitoba. We're having a little bit of fun here with the SnoBear migration. So there's a lot of folks here from SnoBear Canada, SnoBear U.S., and we've got a bunch of them out. But
Yeah, but what a beauty. Now
Nice.
that's over the slot, so I got to let this puppy go. Well, what do you think that weighs?
well, I don't know, it's a pretty good one.
Look at that belly, eh? Woo!
You know,
Yeah.
8-9 pounds
I would
easily.
think so. Yeah, it's a heavy one.
Put her back.
Okay, here she goes.
All righty.
Yeah.
There's no wind today. It's a beautiful day. Minus 22 Celsius this morning when we got out here. With the wind chill, they said a real feel minus 33. Life is good on Lake Winnipeg.
All right, let's
Especially
get
in the
another
SnoBear.
one. All right. Okay, Bob, see what happened there. We were at about almost 11 feet, and what happened is I saw something come in about 8 feet, so it's 3 feet off the bottom, but I could see the one coming right in over my bait.
So you're using a little jigging spoon with a gulp minnow on there.
Yeah.
And it sucked it in.
But just wasn't a boop thump or just sucked it in. I think it just inhaled it and then started just slowly swimming away. Just loaded up. Never really had a chance to set the hook.
I was
Just
talking to
loaded.
some of the guys yesterday, and they're talking about, the fish being, 7 feet down and say 11 feet of water. So a
Yeah.
lot of these fish are not bottom huggers. I guess just like anything.
Yeah.
It's wherever their comfort zone or the food is.
Well, this thing is just a shallow bowl. There's hardly any, the structure down there. Obviously they're roaming around here, there, and everywhere in Lake Winnipeg here. Although this time of the year we're down the south end, and I think there's a big migration. They move down towards the river or rivers to spawn. Although we're a day or two into spring, and it's pretty cold out there.
It's a beautiful day on Lake Winnipeg, especially in the SnoBear.
We Love It Outdoors TV host Dan Eigen on Fishing Winnipeg Walleyes when we return. Stay tuned. Closed captioning is brought to you by BoaterExam.com. Let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View, sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water. Capturing underwater video is never easy, but we admit to having a few tricks that help. Most involve bringing fish to us rather than chasing after them. A jar of minnows is an old but effective trick. And as the saying goes, the quickest way to the heart is through the stomach. An offering of food goes a long way in filming or fishing. Strange as it may seem, this applies to all wildlife out there. You might even say we've made a few unusual friends in the field. Fact is, all successful anglers have a real bag of tricks at their disposal. It may be uncustomary baits intended for other species. Without a doubt, it's knowing where and when to look. Giant fish aren't caught by accident. In most cases, it's the religious use of scent. This ensures that any taste test will initiate a strike. With organic bait like roe bags, do it one better with a simple dirty trick. Even when things don't go according to plan, that extra dose of juice will make a huge difference. Though purists would scoff, it isn't fly fishing. Adding scent to any fly is a dirty trick that will turn a looker into a hitter. Then again, most fly fishermen use strike indicators, sinkers, and beads. All good tricks, but also not true fly fishing.
A number of representatives from SnoBear USA and SnoBear Canada were there to support the SnoBear migration up to Lake Winnipeg, including Ron Balzer and Mario Nazarella. Fishing guide Walleye Dan Egan, who hosts We Love It Outdoors TV show, also made the trip from Minnesota. Our fishing team consisted of my brother Wayne and friends Steve Chandler and his son Cole from Barrie, Ontario. Well, you never know who you'll run into at the SnoBear migration. And up here in Gimli, Manitoba, we've got Dan Eigen. Dan, nice meeting you, man.
Bob Azumi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice meeting you. And I know you've been out pounding the last couple of days.
Well, we're actually out, we're filming our show out here. And I've got a buddy of mine up here, Jim Paff, another friend, John Miley, and the production crew. And yeah, we've just been, also hanging out with the Mario and Ron and the gang from SnoBear, which this has been a blast.
It has, and you got a couple other local sticks that you've been out here with. Alex Kessler.
How can you forget that? Yeah.
And Roger Stearns.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yeah.
Now those guys have caught so many walleyes, and of course you've got a guide service, Walleye Dan's guide service, also the TV show We Love It Outdoors. So you're out all the time.
I am. It's what I do, and it's what you do, and you've been doing it a little bit longer than myself, but bottom line is I think you still love it.
Yeah, I do.
And I do.
Which is appropriate for the name of your show. And of course ours, Real Fishing. Now, you're up in the Brainerd, Minnesota area.
Correct.
And you fished here before?
We were here about 4 years ago. It's just been an absolute blast.
Awesome fishery. I know we've been in the comfort of the SnoBear. You've been doing both. You've been inside it, and you've also been toughing it outside.
Yeah, like you say, this is an amazing fishery. And if it wasn't 8 hours away, I think I would be out here every day.
I hear you. And it's only 22 hours away for us. Well, man, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you,
And I really
Bob.
hope to run into you again. We'll have to get out fishing one of these days.
I would hope so, yeah.
Okay, well, all the best to you.
Thank you. Yeah, very much.
Just heard some yelling over here at the SnoBear crew. We got Ron Balzer and Francois, and look at this, double header. What are these guys doing here? Yeah. Oh, triple header. Where'd this guy come from? Unbelievable. Middle of the day here on Lake Winnipeg, and the fish are starting to turn on.
Okay.
Quick, Bob. We just set up here. And
A little Lake Winnipeg greenback.
on that, what, big spoon though he ate, eh?
Oh yeah, he thumped it too. Let's grab pliers here.
What's that spoon you're using anyways?
Johnson splinter spoon. Of course, it's all
that's your
barbless out here, so the barbs are all pinched down.
And that's your favorite spoon. You catch all sorts of species on it, eh?
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, it's an awesome little spoon. It's
How many different species you caught in that thing?
well, I just started using the spoon literally. Now I'm tipping it now with a minnow. Earlier I was tipping it with some gulp. But I've caught smallmouth bass on 3/4 ounce gold splinters. I've caught lake trout. Okay, well look at there. Very nice. With a spoon like that, a lot of flash down there.
Try for whitefish,
And now walleye. So I got smaller ones I'm going to try for whitefish in a couple days from now. So we'll see what happens.
When we return, walleye-worthy migration to Lake Winnipeg. Stay tuned. This tip of the week is sponsored by Coleman, the outdoor company.
Hey, we're talking planes, trains, and automobiles. Actually, we're talking trains right now. I'm on the Bud car here in Northern Ontario. And this is pretty cool because we're going into Lodge 88. And when you travel a lot, going to remote trips, you know, whether you're taking a train in like we are on this trip, and then we're flying out by float plane, you want to pack correctly. And I like to sort of limit myself on what I take on these trips. It's not like when I'm driving in the truck and I can take a ton of stuff. First and foremost, you want to take some bug repellent. I've got a selection of off products here. I've got the Deep Woods Dry, I've got the Off Explorer, and also the clip-on that I can put on my belt. When it comes to catching fish, a little cool thing that I like to take if the bite is slow and I want to catch some walleyes for a shore lunch is to use some gulp crawlers on a jig head or on a crawler harness. Gulp is incredible for catching fish when the fishing's tough. Rods, reels. Usually I'll take a minimum of 4 rods and reels, and I'll pack a couple of bait casters. This is a Fluger Patriarch here. I also have another Abu Garcia Revo Beast packed in my bag. For jigging and walleye fishing, I've got a couple of spinning reels, little Mitchell 308 Pro here. And last but not least, these are cool from Fenwick. They're called the Methods rods, and these are from the Travel series. And these are 4-piece rods that are like 4-in-1 fishing rods. So you can actually get 4 different actions out of this spinning rod. So I brought myself 2 spinning and 2 bait casting rods, and you can get 4 actions with this device here. You can take these and you've got 2 mid sections, 2 tip sections, and 1 butt section here, and get a medium heavy or a medium action rod for different types of techniques. So with all the travel restrictions, especially when you're flying commercially like we did to Sault Ste. Marie on this trip, we've got a rod that'll cover it all. And if you want more information on great places to fish here in Ontario, go to the website gofishinontario.com. Here we go.
I saw that on the screen, Bob.
Yeah, you just come right up. Okay. Well, he's on the edge of the ice there. Come on, don't do that to me. Oh, that's a
nice
big
one.
fish. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, man. Oh.
Huge, unbelievable.
That was so cool. Look at that little Johnson splinter spoon hanging out of his mouth. And you know, funny thing is too, is this a 30-inch little Fenwick Atos rod, and it's got a soft tip, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
bend that tip a little bit, you can see, and it was just that thing. It loaded up like a small fish.
Yeah, well, it came up like a small fish. Whoa! Need the pliers?
Yeah.
Here, let me get it. Okay, ready?
Yep.
There we go.
Look at that little chartreuse.
Splinter spoon, eh? Wow.
That spoon has been amazing for so many different species of fish. Well, grab the camera.
11.3, Bob, on the old Berkeley scale.
Alrighty.
Let's let her go. What
Wow.
a beauty.
That is a nice fish. Look at that thing. Well, folks, you got to say that it was definitely worth the trip out here to Lake Winnipeg to catch a hog walleye like this. All right, Wayne.
Manitoba greenback, nice.
All right, awesome.
Woohoo! Whoa,
See you later, guy.
it's like a monster, not a big
Wow.
walleye. Unbelievable fish.
Exactly 28.
9/11, 9/13, 9/12, 9/12.
You got one thumping there, Wayne?
Yeah, I got a head thumper.
Oh, I was watching your
Yeah.
graph, too.
Yeah, do you see how it turns yellow when the fish comes in?
Yeah, very cool.
Look at that head now. What is this? Is this 9 pounds or is it 9 inches? It's hard to tell
I
here.
don't know. You got the rod in your hand. What do you think? Give me a guess before you look.
I'd say it's a 4-pounder.
Okay, let's see.
I think I'm wrong. How about, let's see, transducer, and I got short by about 2.5 pounds, I think.
Okay, so that's a Wayne assuming 4-pound fish right there.
In a
You know, that is a good eater, though, Wayne. And,
Yeah.
and I think they're going to fry up a few.
Oh yeah, big fish fry tonight, eh? What do you think? Should we keep it for the fish fry?
Be a good eating fish.
Yeah, we're going over to Ed's on the way in, so.
Well, the longer you talk, the more it's going to be out of the water, so you better keep it.
All right, on the ice it goes.
A SnoBear hot tub option for cold weather fishing. When we return, stay tuned.
You really meet some interesting people who own these snow bears, and here at the SnoBear Migration, I ran into Darren Seymour and his wife Liz at the reception the other night and found out, funny story, you didn't fish a lot until you got a snow bear, right?
No, we actually hadn't fished a lot at all, and then we got a snow bear about a month and a half ago, and we've hardly been out of it since.
No kidding. So you're a farmer, and you also are a dealer for.
Arctic Spas. Yeah, we have a hot tub business.
Okay, now you told me a funny story. Tell me about this hot tub you made to complement your snow bear.
Well, what we did was when I was looking at the snow bear and talked to Ron, and he said, well, go on the YouTube and there's a lot of videos. And actually I seen a video that you and Ron were sitting in the snow bear talking about different things. And one of the things you commented was about all the accessories for a snow bear, and you said the only thing you were missing was a hot tub. And we had actually talked about making a wood-fired hot tub at one point, and I thought, you know what, I can pull that with the snow bear. And so there come the idea, and the last 2 weeks we spent a bit of time, and we built the hot tub that you see behind us.
So you have a hot tub that actually takes water out of the lake, heats it up with wood, wood fire.
Yep.
And you can have a nice hot tub relaxing moment on the ice.
Yeah, we tested it last Saturday, and we put the water in, and it was freezing on the top. It was ice cold, and in 3 hours it was 106 degrees.
Well, I just want to tell you, Darren, I was only joking during that YouTube video about having a hot tub, but I'll tell you, these guys think of everything, don't they, here at the SnoBear Migration. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
There's no question that ice fishing is very popular right across Canada, and I'll tell you, we had a lot of fun catching those greenback walleyes up on Lake Winnipeg. One of the key lures, at least for the biggest fish of the trip, was this Johnson splinter spoon. And I was using this Fire Tiger color, and I caught a really large walleye on that. Fishing it fairly slow, jigging it just in that strike zone about 6 to 8 to 10 inches off the bottom. And a lot of those fish were basically belly to the bottom. And when you're using a spoon like this with a big hook, you want to use the right action ice fishing rod. This is a little Fenwick rod here I grabbed here at sale off the shelf, and they've got a big selection of ice rods. And one of the things that you want to do is go with a medium heavy rod, something that's got some backbone when you're using larger hook lures like the Johnson splinter spoon. Okay, well, we just got set up here, and we literally got the microphones on, and Cole's got one right up here at the hole. Whoops, Cole, he's going down like a bear. Cole, you should, oh, nice. Nice one. Good stuff. How was it?
Awesome.
Yeah? Now, you're what, 16 years old?
16.
I've known Cole for a long time. Just hold him right behind. There you go. That's a nice greenback. Your first greenback walleye, right?
Yep.
Very nice. Well, you know, Cole, let's see the setup here. Jigging a little Johnson Splinter spoon. I love this spoon. I catch so many different species of fish on it. And this little setup here is a little Fenwick ice setup here. How'd he hit?
Awesome. Just bringing it up, and as soon as it brought it up, loaded
Bang,
up on
he
it.
hammered it?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to get a photo of you, Cole, and I don't know, I think that one, we're going to keep that one. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right, good fish, man. All right, Lake Winnipeg. Hey, it was definitely a good time had by all. The event was all about meeting other SnoBear enthusiasts, making new friends, and experience a world-class walleye fishery, Lake Winnipeg. A special thanks to the entire SnoBear team for making it happen. See you next time, right here for some more real fishing. What can I say, folks? Fishing out here, Lake Winnipeg, in March, even on a cold day, can be very comfortable, can it?
It's unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Awesome. Yeah, all right. This is a big fish. That is a fish of a lifetime. Well, that is just amazing. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, man. Woo. That was too cool. Oh, man, what a fish. Look at that. Yes.